saying hello to the goats? You're saying hello to the little kids? Good morning and welcome to a new vlog. Oh, a pigeon has just flown out. I am taking Anton for a walk, a long walk. He was getting a little bit fractious, and fresh air is always a good idea in times of fractiousness. I'm taking just Lola because I didn't think I could do little dogs as well, and actually Rosie, you shouldn't walk puppies for too long, too far when they're little. Just little walks, and we are doing a good 45-minute walk this morning. So I've just got Lola with me and little Anton. Anton, you going to say good morning to everybody? Going to say good morning? Good morning, Auntie Charlie. Might get a little smile, I'm not sure. Bless him. He's all a bit foreign. Literally, he's bilingual. My brother speaks English to him and Helena speaks German to him, but it's all very new being at Auntie Charlie's house, and he is being a little superstar. But woke up quite early and was just getting a little fractious, so I was like, right, let's go in the buggy and let's get our my steps in and some fresh air for him. Hang on, a car's coming. I'll be back with you in a mo. I just let that car go past. I'm pleased I haven't got the little dogs. I don't think I could do little dogs and a buggy. I'm also feeling slightly croaky, so I'm hoping I'm not coming down with anything. Anyway, the fresh air will blow away the cobwebs and hopefully energise me. Simon has got a session this morning with his personal trainer, Ollie. Coco is helping out at Pony Club. The hunt for a horse for her still goes on. We're just taking our time, and hopefully in the next 10 days or so I should have a bit of an update on Molly and how she's getting on. So I will keep you posted on that. She's going to the vets next week. She's going in for some investigations. So hopefully that is positive. Fingers crossed, everything crossed for that. And Rosie is just a dream. She is being so good with Anton. Obviously, I'm not leaving them for a split second unsupervised, but she's actually being really gentle with him and really sweet. So I think it's quite good education for a puppy with a little one. And, you know, she's just a super little dog. Brilliant in the car and just a dream. So that is a good little update for you. Full on school holes here. So Mum Taxi is in full swing of, Mum, can we do this? Mum, can you take me here? Can you take me there? All the rest of it. Anyway, this little bit of road, I think I need 2 hands. So I will be back with you in a mo. Right, it's a little bit flatter. I have actually put the Arga on for the weekend. I've got a lot of cakes to make for the flower festival, our local flower festival. So I'm going to be doing quite a lot of baking, hopefully. That is the plan. Coco has said she'll help out as well, so I think it will be a little bit of a team effort. But the Arga is on because I should actually try a cake in the sage. Hang on, I've got an itchy eye and a tricky bit of road to manoeuvre, a little bit bumpy with one hand and the buggy. So that is my plan, baking, and hopefully maybe Anton can help. It's get very messy, but we will see. So that is what I'm up to. But for now, I am really going to concentrate and enjoy my walk with Anton. Have a little chat to him. We might even sing some nursery rhymes. And chat to you soon. hello. We are out for another walk, an afternoon walk, late afternoon walk. It's a little bit early to do Anton's supper, and he's getting, oh, hang on to Charlie. Can't push and chat. Not when the road's bumpy. Buggy isn't an off-roader. I haven't chatted to you all day since our walk this morning. What have I been doing? Laundry, cake making, mum taxi. Anton and I went to Tesco's to get a few bits and pieces. He's been doing really well, but he was getting a little bit fractious. And I think with little ones, it's good to keep changing it up. Like 15 minutes of this, and then just before he gets bored, something else. The children have been great. He's been out playing in the garden. He's been off to see the goats. He's done all sorts of bits and pieces, and he was just getting a little bit tetchy. I said, right, come on, let's go and have a walk. So Rosie and Lola have come with us. I can't do dogs on leads with the puppy at the moment, so they're quite happy. In fact, they're asleep under the kitchen table, so that is fine. Actually, we're going up a hill. I'll be back with you in a mo. So we've just walked up to check on the horses. Anton is there in his buggy. These two, so sweet. And there is Molly. She's got her fly mask on, just coming over. I mean, you can actually see the flies on the fly mask. I had a friend who said how well Tori was looking the other day, which is great, because when you see them all the time, you don't necessarily notice it. But I think she is looking really well. Molly is covered in flies, and she's got fly spray on too, but this time of year is just terrible. And Anton is there, Lola and little Rosie. This is the first time that Rosie's come up to see the horses. She's not quite sure what to think. And Molly's not quite sure what to think of a buggy. Are you? It's all new for everybody. Molly's really not sure. Are you saying hello to Molly, darling? Are you saying hello? Molly's got lots of flies on her, bless her. Horrible time of year, and it's also kind of humid and like not sticky, but we had a little bit of rain which didn't clear the air. But it's, yeah, funny weather. Oh, you want to get out? Come on, Auntie Charlie, let's get going. Is that what you're saying, Ants? Come on then. Yes. So we have just spent the last hour moving the electric fence for the hens' coop a little bit. So we do let them out to free rein by invitation only in the garden, because otherwise they destroy the garden. But the electric fence wasn't working very well because it was touching the hedge behind. So we've moved it all forward. So they've got a bit of fresh grass, but it also means we can get behind and cut the hedge. They have all had a wonderful afternoon, causing utter havoc with Anton and the dogs, and goodness knows what. I haven't vlogged it because I had all of the children here. Simon is actually, he's in his pants doing this, so I can't vlog it, but it's quite a funny sight. Anyhow, happy hens in there, slightly adjusted. This is something that I actually want to give a glow up to this area and pop a proper tall fence. But actually we might not need to now we've done this. I don't know, we'll see. But we have had problems with the hens escaping, and I just don't want the fox to get them. So anyway, the electric fence is working. It's up. They're all in there. And I now need to go and see whether Anton will eat a little bit more, because he didn't enjoy his supper so much with cousin Coco. He didn't eat brilliantly for her, so I need to go and sort that out. Anyhow, that's a little update for you. It has been a busy day, but very, very productive, and I'm really pleased that we did that. It was a real team effort. It was a family affair. Everyone got involved. Even Anton helped out a little bit as well. So a job well done.
Mama, baby.
Well done, darling. That's very clever. Where are the other babies? Where are the other babies? Where are the other babies, Anton? Yes. Yeah. Kittens. Kittens.
See. See.
Yes, Anton. Bella. Yeah, you introduced some more kittens. That's right. We've done the kittens. Quite early on Sunday morning. We're doing a jigsaw together. Simon's out taking the dogs for a little morning run. And Anton wanted to do his jigsaw. It's actually really sweet. It is learning the animals and who are babies and then their parents. So I can't actually find that one. There's a chicken and the chicks. Anton, are you going to do a few more? And then we've got the elephants and the baby elephant and the mummy elephant. You going to do some more of your jigsaw, darling? Hello and good evening. I haven't vlogged for a couple of days because I've had my hands really full. Anton and my brother left this morning. He is such a gorgeous little boy and we loved having him, but he needed my attention. He needed a lot of love from Auntie Charlie, and I just thought it was easier not to vlog and catch up with you guys now. But we thoroughly enjoyed having him, and it just took me back to when mine were little. Now Tori has come down to this little paddock in front of the house because Molly has gone into the vet's, and I'm waiting for the vet to call with an update. So at the moment I don't know. She's gone in for an assessment and we will see what happens. But I just thought I would come and give this little girl a little bit of TLC. So I've got a selection of brushes and I'm going to give her a little bit of a groom, a little bit of a pamper, and just spend a bit of time with her. You can't really see her, she's just out of shot. Let me just turn you round. I'm going to pop a time lapse on and just spend a little bit of time fussing my gorgeous little pony. I think she's looking so well. I think I probably said that in last week's vlog. It's so lovely when people say she's looking so much better. She's got a twinkle back in her eye. She is wearing a fly mask, and that is to keep the flies out of her eyes. There are currently, I don't know, probably 100 flies on that mask, so it's doing its job. I've had a few people say, why are they wearing those things on their faces? This time of year the flies are really bad, and so she will have that on so the flies don't bother her. But for now, I'm going to give her a little bit of a pamper. You can get some treats for you too. She'll have a little bit of a brush, a little bit of TLC. You're not so sure, are you? Your name's got in a tangle. It's got so long. So here are the sheep. They've come down to see what's going on. And it's such a lovely sight. Anton would have been in his element watching these guys. He'd stand out here for hours talking to the sheep. Anyway, I'm going to turn you back round. I've just finished doing Tori. I put my gardening gloves on. I bought these. They're the only thing I bought at Hampton Court. The make is Shower, SHOWA, and I have a size medium. I have had it small in the past, but they're a little bit tight, and I prefer my gloves not to be too tight. But I just put them on to rub over the scabs on her legs. So she's got something called sarcoidosis on that back leg. That's not a white sock, that is scabs basically, and it's her immune system. So I have some lotion from the vets that I use, which is definitely helping, and I just rub the scabby bits off with these gloves very, very gently. It's like the most gentlest of sandpapers, just to kind of rub the scabs off, and it's not going to cause her any pain. So I have just done that and given her a little bit of a brush, a little bit of TLC. She's such a darling, darling girl. She's a retired polo pony, and she came to us as a companion in January, and yeah, she's just lovely company. Lovely, lovely company. She wasn't in great condition when she arrived, but I am nursing her and loving her and giving her lots of TLC, and she's an absolute puppet, aren't you? Yes, you are. She's still quite sprightly. She knows her mind. She'll be like, no, I'm off here. You're just a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. Anyway, those sheep are very noisy. I need to go and cook supper. Get that underway. But you just had a bit of TLC, haven't you, sweetheart? Yes. And I need to wait for the vet to call, and hopefully it's good news. So I have turned the kitchen into a laundry room. We had a really lovely supper of salmon, baked salmon, wild Alaskan salmon, perks of the job from Simon's business, which I took out of the freezer this morning, and I did it with soya beans. I wanted edamame beans, but I couldn't find any in Tesco's. Soya beans, red pepper, rice. I'm so tired. Sweet chilli sauce and soy sauce. I had a bit of sweet chilli on my salmon, which is really delicious. I don't know, I was craving sweet chilli. And I also did, it was a bit of a random combination, but I had some peaches that needed eating up. And I did a peach and mozzarella salad with lettuce. In fact, the rest of the lettuce, the reject bits of lettuce, are in a bowl for Billy for this morning. Girls, stop it. Lettuce from the garden and oregano from the garden, which is absolutely delicious. I picked some oregano, it's in a cup. No, stop it. I just put it in some water and it's there by the sink, and I've just been using it on everything. It smells amazing, it's so delicious. And I am doing the ironing, basically folding laundry, ironing. Everybody has been sat in the kitchen with me. We've been chatting, catching up, and I've just been, from doing supper, I've just put the ironing board up in here. I've got clothes drying here. Got another load that has just finished. And that's what I've been doing. I missed the call from the vet, which is really annoying. I put my phone down for a moment. I was filling up Tori's water and I missed the call, but actually she said that she hasn't been able to do all the tests today. Held up. Girls, stop it. That's little Rosie barking at Florence. No, Rosie, come and say hello to everybody. You're not too big to pick up. Are you too big to pick up? Nearly too big to pick up a long, leggy Labrador puppy barking at Miss Florence. Anyhow, she basically said that she hadn't managed to do all the tests that she was planning on doing today, so she's going to do them tomorrow and then she's going to call me. So I know a little bit, but not much. So I could have called her this evening, but she left this message and she was like, I don't have that much to report, so it's probably best if we speak, but you can call me back if you want to. And I just messaged back and said, actually, let's speak tomorrow. Once you've done the other tests and once we know a bit more, and we can go from there. So still don't know, but I will keep you posted. And just basically playing catch up with laundry. Ironing. This is my pretty pink dress, which you guys loved, from Willowbrook. Sadly, they're sold out. There might be more coming in stock, so we will see. But I actually find ironing really therapeutic. I start inside out with the pockets and I pop them down. I am doing this mini series on Instagram, although it might not turn into a mini series. It might be a big series on Instagram and TikTok of top tips for those leaving home, going off to university, and just practical skills and recipes and things like that. So there'll be 1 or 2 videos a week along those lines between now and September. So I am busy doing that, and I have lots of kind of ironing, laundry, mending, recipes, questions. So I will be sharing that with you guys over there. And if they're short enough, I will share them as Instagram shorts. Instagram shorts can only be 3 minutes. TikTok reels can only be 3 minutes too, but actually if I post them on my main grid, they can be slightly longer. And I'm not very good at doing short videos. I talk too much, guys. I love chatting and I talk too much, so my videos tend to be quite long, but I want them to be long because I want to give as much info and as much help as I possibly can. So I'm going to try and keep them like short and concise on like one topic, and then do like a long, another version of a similar thing but sharing a bit more, so they're not too long. So that's what my plan is. Anyway, tomorrow is involving a crazy amount of driving around. Gus is staying with a friend, a school friend who lives totally the other direction from when they were at school together, at their previous school, and so he's actually about an hour away. So I'm going to pick him up tomorrow. I'm dropping Coco at a friend's. I am playing Mum Taxi in 2 different directions. Simon is away tomorrow, all day, long day. He was actually Rosie. He was going to go tonight, but he's decided to go tomorrow morning, but he won't be back till late. So anyway, it's school holidays for us, and it just means a lot of toing and froing and what have you. But Coco has done the mucking out the horses. She's been super helpful today. Had Archie on washing up duties, and he's been helping with lots of things. Actually been helping with my computer, teaching me how to do things because I'm such a dinosaur. So actually it's very helpful having them around. Anyhow, for now, I'm going to finish. I've got a pair of pyjamas. Actually, various people asked me, I wore these in last week's vlog. They are from J. Crew. They are horribly old, like probably 10 years. So I've got those to iron, and my keyhole dress, which actually I think Rosie might have ripped, so I need to get my needle and thread out and do a repair job on the hem. She jumped up and I think ripped it, so I need to fix that. So I'll do that maybe tomorrow when I have a chance. But anyway, for now I'm waffling, I'm prattling on. I'm going to finish the ironing. Well, I want to be saying good morning, but actually it's 5 o'clock and I am relatively green crackered. I have driven since 8:30 this morning, toing and froing. I went straight to the vet's and picked up, I gave our vet actually a couple of jars of marmalade. I have a secret stash for him and my husband. It's very important to keep your vet happy. And then I picked up some lotion for Tori's leg. I then went to pick up Gus. I then dropped Gus at home. I then took Coco to her friend's house. I then met Simon briefly. He was supposed to be away today, but he wasn't. His plans changed. He needed to be in the office. And so I met him. I then went and did a food shop. I then came back. I got the children to unload it and then went to pick up Coco from her friend's back. And I've just had a quick zhuzh of the kitchen, and now I'm here with you. And I've just spoken to our vet for an update re Molly, and I'm going to share that with you now. Sorry, just interrupted there, and this one wants to say hello, the scruffiest, littlest sausage in all of Sussex. But yes, the vet has just called with an update, and I don't really have much to share with you. Hopefully I will know a little bit more tomorrow. It's sort of dragging out. So yesterday they scanned and x-rayed and a few things showed up. Today they nerve blocked, and actually what they thought was a problem didn't show up as a problem, but something else did. So it's got too late in the day now to x-ray and scan that. So they're going to do that tomorrow. So it's sort of dragging out. And when I took Molly yesterday, I said, look, take your time, like don't rush. Horses' legs aren't necessarily the easiest to show up on. She's also thought that maybe some shoeing might help her. So we're just going to take it step by step, and we have great vets. We've got 2 that are working on Molly, and they're excellent. Mike has been our vet for a long time, and Ellen is a surgeon, and we've known her for many years as well. So and we know her personally, which is really lovely. And I said, Ellen, just take your time, do what you need to do. We're not rushing. We want to get Molly right, Molly comfortable. We're not looking for a quick fix. So that is where we are with Molly. Whether I have an update for you in this vlog or not, I don't know. But I just keep saying to Coco, darling, we just have to be patient. We are going to go and try definitely 1 horse tomorrow, maybe 2, and there could even be a 3rd one. I don't know. Somebody's just said there might be another one that we could try as well. She's waiting with the info on that. So that's where we are. And I said to Ellen the vet yesterday, I said, should we be looking for another horse for Coco? And she said, yes, you should be. And we've sold Santana, and so we're in a position to be able to do that. And you know, we will just do our absolute best with Molly. And you know, it's gutting, and Molly is the most incredible horse. I'm in close touch with Mellon Island, who we bought her from, and she's very much in the loop. She's very aware of the situation. She is gutted that this has happened. She bred Molly and produced Molly and didn't have any problems, and Molly has only had that home and our home, And so we know the full history, and you know, these things can happen, and we just need to do our best to get her comfortable and do what we can. So that's where we are. I have 2 recipes I am about to film for my members club. Once I put this one down, wash my hands, I'm going to get cooking and make those. One of them we will have for supper this evening. So that is the plan. And then tomorrow I've got a day in the car. Again, got quite a lot of driving to do. This week isn't turning out exactly how I had envisaged it to turn out. And I was hoping that I was going to get more done when Anton was here, but that didn't happen. Best laid plans and all of that, and sometimes you've just got to wing it. You've just got to go with the flow. We've also got the Flower Festival coming up, and I've got a lot of cakes to bake and a lot to do for that. I'm organising all of the food, so I need to go down to Booker and get that, but I've got my list, I've got my plan, I know what I'm doing, and I've got a few days to do it. So that is where we are. You just love snuggling with mummy, don't you? You do. You know, happier place than in my arms. I know. I think you were rather, your nose is put out because Anton rather liked being in mum's arms as well, and Auntie Charlie's arms. And you're like, what about me, mummy? Ever since Anton's left, she's been incredibly clingy, haven't you? Now it's my turn, mummy. You've looked after the baby, and now it's my turn. I know. But anyway, I need to get cooking. So that is what I'm going to do, and I will chat to you either later or manana. Just about to start cooking, and I thought I would share this with you quickly. It's just arrived from, I think I got it on Etsy. It is guaranteed Strike Original London peg bag. Now, I had made a peg bag for my sewing course. I'll leave my sewing course linked down below, but it has definitely seen better days. I probably made that 3 or 4 years ago, and I have been really frustrated not having a peg bag on the washing line. Random, I know, but rather it's so annoying when the pegs are out on the line and then you want to put something big and there's a whole load of pegs in the way. It's so much easier if you have a peg bag. So I treated myself to a peg bag which has just arrived, and I've just hung it on the back door, so when I'm going to get the washing in, I can take my peg bag, put all of my pegs in here, and it's going to make life a lot easier. It's also good to remember not to leave your peg bag outside, because then it gets damaged by the weather, so it needs to go into your laundry basket and come in. So that's a little random extra that I thought I would share with you, because it's so useful having a peg bag. And I am really obsessed with drying outside as much as possible and not using the tumble dryer. I use the tumble dryer to fluff up towels, but everything else goes out on the line, or I've got an airer which I put up. Lakeland do a heated airer, but I don't actually have space for one of those here. So I just have an airer, and it works really well. And also I hang things on the curtain rails above radiators by the windows, and they dry really well as well. I've got a brilliant window upstairs outside the bathroom which has laundry hanging on, and I can get about 6 or 7 shirts on this curtain rail. It's quite a wide window and it's perfect. So anyway, that's a little random extra that I thought I would share with you. But now I must start cooking. The kettle's just boiling in the background. Sai is coming home to watch the tennis, and he said, darling, will you pop the kettle up? Need a cup of tea. And I'm just making this recipe for my members club. Can you guess what I'm making? But I thought I'd actually just jump on and share this with you, because I was just thinking about it as I was juicing lemons, and I thought it might be helpful for me to share what we're doing this summer holiday. So I've got 3 teenagers that are all very, very capable. And, you know, I teach practical skills, so it's really important that my children have skills. So Coco has been helping make cakes. In fact, I need to put this one in the freezer. She has made a lemon drizzle. So that's just going in the freezer now while I remember. And each day that the children are here and they're not doing things, I'm giving them some jobs to do, because they have to. And any then extra jobs on top of that is paid for, so there's an incentive. So like jobs like helping with laundry, emptying the dishwasher, washing up, putting things away, that kind of stuff is unpaid work. That's just like family stuff that they have to help with. Other stuff, for example, Arch today has done ragwort pulling, and that is, he did about 3 hours of ragwort, and that I have paid him for. And so the children have incentives. Gus has actually been helping with the flower festival, which again, I have given him some pocket money for doing that. So he has been helping the ladies fill up water buckets and lug things around for them. So he has been super helpful. Coco has her kind of list of jobs and things that she needs to do. She's been really helpful on the cake baking front and organising. Archie's actually helped me with some Ask Charlie work. He's been teaching me how to do things on my computer, which is super helpful. And I just thought I'd share that with you because we don't want the children just lolling around doing nothing. Of course they need to have a bit of downtime, they have a bit of a lie-in, what have you. I'm not like a nasty taskmaster, but there are things that we need some help with, and you know, they want to go off and meet friends, go shopping, go out for meals, whatever it might be, then there needs to be an incentive to work. And they're also, Archie's been working for a friend of mine and has been helping with them and earned, you know, some money doing that. I am getting some work experience for all of them. So I just thought I'd share that with you because it might be helpful. And, you know, start when they're young, getting them involved. Coco has been baking with me for ages. She loves baking. Arch loves cooking and he's brilliant in the kitchen. Gus is actually brilliant in the kitchen too. Gus is really good at like fiddly things like chopping shallots and onions, and you know, he's good. He'll just sit down and he'll just crack on and do a job. And I've got them all helping in the evening, preparing meals. So I don't feel resentful that I'm doing absolutely everything and tired and grumpy and frustrated, and they're just lolling around doing nothing, because that doesn't lead to a happy home. And you know, when they're here, it's really lovely that they can help. Archer's just fed the dogs for me. He has taken Lola for a long walk this afternoon because I've been out and about driving everyone here, there and everywhere. And so I just thought sharing that might be helpful. It might give you a few ideas. You know, they have got to do general stuff around the house, but extra stuff is paid for, bit of pocket money, and that's what we do. Anyway, I'm going to crack on and squeeze these lemons. Every time I come over to film, one of them wakes up, but these two are just so cute. Rosie was in the bed with Lola, but they really are the sweetest. I think Rosie is the daughter that Lola didn't have, and Lola has really kind of grown up and chilled out and just got even more fabulous than she ever was before, if that's possible. She's just so sort of maternal and loving to Rosie, and it's just an absolute joy to watch. Simon keeps saying to me, I'm so pleased we did it, because it was quite a lot having a puppy and me being away with this project that I've been working on and everything else going on. It was a bit like, are we doing the right thing? But these two are just divine. So I've just shared little Rosie and Lola, and I thought I'm waiting for something to call actually, so I thought I'd come and chat to you. I've closed the kitchen door, the boys are watching the tennis next door, and I'm kind of going in between catching up and seeing, I love Wimbledon, and seeing what's going on. But I just thought I'd chat to you a little bit about Rosie and Lola and how it is the best decision we made. There was a lot of umming and ahhing because I've got quite a lot going on at the moment, as I think you guys have gathered, and the timing just wasn't excellent at all. And so I was like, are we really crazy getting a puppy with everything going on? And actually he said to me a few times, I'm so pleased we've done it. She is such a great little dog. She's chewed a couple of things. She's chewed a wicker basket, in fact 2 wicker things of mine. One's an old tray which I've had for years. It's on the bottom shelf down here. It doesn't matter, and I've just left it there. She can carry on chewing it. And she did chew the handle of one of my baskets, but again, it's like not the end of the world. It's not a disaster. Kind of rescued it before it was really bad. And I've just sort of trimmed it up and made it look okay. It's just a little bit more rustic now than it was before. But she's just such a darling. I don't know, I know if I'm going to turn the camera around on them that they're going to move. But they're just so sweet. I don't know if you can see. They are just the cutest. I've turned you around properly and zoomed in, and that's how they spend their days. Normally Rosie is in the bed with Lola, but it's actually quite hot, so she's probably just a little bit cooler on the kitchen floor. But they are such darlings, and watching them play together is just the most delightful sight. And Elizabeth, who named Rosie, sent me, it's over there, I'll just go and get it. Elizabeth sent this, and I hope she doesn't mind me sharing it. Rosie, you have found the most amazing home. I know you will have lots of fun with Lola and the rest of the gang. I thought that this may help with your training. Lots of love, Auntie Elizabeth. And then she's just a little note for me, and she sent a toy for Rosie to play with, which is actually, it's outside at the moment, but Rosie loves it. It squeaks as well, and it's just brilliant. So that was a very, very special gift and really, really sweet. But anyway, that thing that I'm waiting to chill has probably chilled, so I better get going with my lemons. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I'm in horsey mum gear, which is my shorts, which are from Jules. Peachy belt, an old peachy belt. This is Salt House, very, very smart, slightly smart horse mum look, but I probably won't be wearing it because it's going to be a glorious day, although it's quite early at the moment, so I've just put an extra layer on. And then my little blouse, I get asked about these all the time. They're from H&M, it's just a pale blue. I'm going to wear my Salt House loafers. I've got my kind of really battered old Converse as well, because we are going on a road trip, which is pretty exciting. We are seeing 2 horses today. Really annoyingly, the one that we were seeing today, which was, they said they could do today, and we've waited a couple of weeks to go and see it, and she gave us today's date. She turned around last night and said she can't do it. Could I do the following day? Which I can't do because I've got 4 appointments tomorrow, so it's like today or not today. So I don't think we're seeing that horse. Might not see it at all. Definitely not seeing it today. So that is that. But another one came in late last night, and we are going to see that. Although it is a 2-hour drive from the first one that we're seeing, not really in the right direction. So it is going to be an epic road trip. But both of them look super, and what we've actually been looking for all along. So, and actually she's just sent me a whole load of videos. So yes, that is where we are. Probably won't share too much of today with you guys because I'm going to be focusing on my daughter, and you know, can't really take you along to view horses so easily. So we will see what we think. I will give you a debrief either at the end of the day or tomorrow. It depends what time we get back. I'm not expecting to be home till about 10 p.m. and it's currently 7 a.m. So that is the kind of epic road trip we have today. But there we are. There was one that I found up in Scotland that also looks quite nice, but we're not heading up there today. So we'll just see what today brings and take it from there. So anyway, I will keep you posted. But now I'm just doing very, very, very quick makeup. I love this. I shared it with you last week, and a couple of people said, what's it called? Dr. Jart BB Premium Beauty Balm, SPF 50, and I wear the shade light medium. I love the stuff. it's insane. And then I just use a tissue just to wipe my jawline, just to take off any excess, that it doesn't transfer and I don't have a tied line. Then I'm going in with my Jane Iredale. This isn't a makeup, I've got a new one, but I'm just quickly getting ready. So anyway, I'm going to put a tiny bit of blusher on, a tiny bit of mascara, have some breakfast. I've got a lovely fresh loaf. I've got a hair tickling my face, there it is. Fresh loaf of sourdough. I have a couple of slices of that, some fruit. I might actually have avocado and an egg and some fruit. I want to be set up ready for the day because it's going to be a long day and a lot of driving for me. But anyway, it's an exciting adventure. I love spending time with my children. In the car, we have quite a giggle together. We shall put on some tunes. We shall have a sing-song. And maybe if Coco nods off, I will listen to a podcast or an audiobook or something like that. But I haven't got a good audiobook on the go at the moment, so I might need to just quickly have a look at my Audible and see if I can quickly download something, because today is a day that I might need a good audiobook. But anyway, I will touch base with you guys later or tomorrow. Oh my goodness, I feel like there is a lot to catch up on. A lot has been going on since I spoke to you yesterday morning. Molly is back from the vets and she's been in the stable all day because it has been stiflingly hot. And I went to turn her out in here. She's allowed to be in a small paddock. I went to turn her out in here and I went to put Tori just across the lane in that paddock there. And Molly decided to jump out and gallop up the lane after her, which is not ideal. The vet would have been absolutely horrified. I don't know if she jumped the 5-bar gate or the post and rail fence, but all I know is she was on the other side cantering up the road, and then they were kicking out at one another and it was all a little bit lively while I had Tori on the lead rope. Bit stressful. These two, which is why I've always kept them separate, they have a love-hate relationship. They love one another, but they don't love one another, and they often will squeal and kick out if they get too close. So that is why I've always kept them in separate paddocks, but I felt it was going to be more dangerous to separate them. So I've just left them in here together, and maybe in a couple of days' time I will try popping Tori over there, or we'll just keep them together. I don't know, but it's been a little bit stressful. So I picked Molly up from the vets this morning. She has had x-rays, nerve blocks, scans. We know a little bit more of what's going on, but not 100%, and the vet would like to do keyhole, but the vet is now away and I'm away on that project that I mentioned to you in last week's vlog or the vlog before. That is ongoing. So I'm away for a little bit next week, and so we decided to wait until we're both back, and there's no rush. So that is the plan with Molly. So I still don't have much more info, but we are working on it and we're getting there. And we tried 2 horses yesterday, and one that Coco and I really like. So hopefully she's going to be vetted at some point. I don't know when. So that is the update for you. We will see, you know, and a lot can happen between now and then. So I've said to Coco, don't get excited, but I will keep you posted. So that's where we are with that. And yes, I can't believe that Molly sailed the fence or the gate and came hooning up the road. Yeah, bless her, but she's lamer than the vet was expecting her to be, and she's referred to it as a chronic condition, which is not what anyone wants to hear. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm feeling tired and it's been a long week. I'm going to end this week's vlog here. if you have got to the end, which I hope you have, and I'm almost on 15,000 subscribers to YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, because if I get to 15,000, I will be a very, very, very happy girl. It will make my weekend. So maybe write 15 in the comments and let's manifest this to happen. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you enjoy the weekend. I hope you enjoy this glorious weather, and I will see you again very soon. And in the meantime, much love.